Is there such a thing? Is there such a thing? Is there a recipe? Is there a system? Is there a checklist of what you do? Of course there is. Don't make this up. Don't figure it out on your own. Go read the book, figure out the checklist, get a mentor, get a guide, and ask them how they did it step by step. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Years ago, I got a chance to go flying with a gentleman, and this happened quite a few years ago, and he was quite a bit older than I was, and he'd been flying for like 40, 50 years, something like that. And guess what he did? The first thing he did was he pulled out this checklist. He's been flying for 50 years. Does he need a checklist? No. But he pulled out a checklist and he went through every item in that plane. This work, this work, this on, whatever it was. And he went through that whole list. He wanted to check it off. He checked it all off. Good. I'm good to go. Did he need a checklist? Hey, I've been flying. I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I understand that you know what you're doing, but you need a checklist because that checklist will help you figure out what you're missing. A lot of people are saying, well, what's my list? What are the things that I need to do in order to be successful? Well, all you got to do is come to the website. Because when you come to the website, one of the cool things that we have here is you have the ability to do your own checklist. So we're going to take you there. So when you come in here, we're going to go down to number 7, which is to you. After you sign in, this will take you to number 7. And then when you click on that, we're going to come down here to 7.12. This is your detailed checklist. Now you notice there's 2 checklists. There is the summary checklist, which is just the first 7. And then there's a detail. So when we click on the first one, that is the 7 steps. Hey, here's the 7 steps. How many of these 7 steps are you doing? How many of these 7 habits are you doing? Are you working on making more money? And you just click the button. Are you separating it? Are you giving? Are you automatically investing? Are you saving and spending? Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Are you doing multiple streams of income? Are you adding real estate? Are you turning your small business to a large business? And are you doing the wealth formula? Now, what's so cool about that is that that's the 7 steps. How many of them are you doing? 7 habits. How many of those are you doing? Now, a lot of them saying, well, I'm doing them, but I'm not sure what I'm doing. Well, guess what? We're going to take you down even further. So you can come over here to 7 and then down here to 7.12, which is the my detailed steps. Guess what? Well, there's like 115 smaller steps that you can use. So did you watch the Share the Wealth Win video? Yeah, check, got it done. Did you watch this? Did you go through this? Did you did you start with your bucket list? And as you're doing things, do you have a dream board? Did you do your bucket list? Hey, I created a bucket list. Click, completed. And all you do is just go in and complete them. Here's visualization and creating your why and doing, going through Tony Robbins priming stuff. Tony's a friend of mine. I used to go flying with him in his helicopter. Financial freedom. So then we just go through the 7 steps, but go into more depth and more detail. So I say, well, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do next. Well, did you go through the separate your money, step number 2, and did you create your cash flow? Are you doing the money tracker? Doing it. Hey, I'm living it. I'm doing it. Did I got some debt? Did I fill out my get out of debt system? Yeah, I'm doing it. Boom, bang. Got to earn more money. Whatever those steps are, and it goes into great, great detail of all of these different steps of my working on my small business, turning it into a large business. Did I go through the course, the ACE courses? Have I reviewed the 25 rules to make more money? We have so much material in here. Just incredible. Courage in action. Courage in action is I did something, even if I didn't work. I made a sales call and I lost. Great. I don't care if it worked or not. I cared that you did it. I cared that you did it. This is the key, guys. If you only give your child one thing, money, knowledge, or experience, a good experience that they can learn from, what would you give them? You only give them one. Money, knowledge, or experience. Well, most people just give them the money. I got a Ferrari. I have a Ferrari in my garage. Am I going to teach my kids how to drive the Ferrari, or am I going to put them in the van? Am I going to go put them on the freeway and let them wreck the car into in a wreck, or wreck it into a tree because they don't know what they're doing? Or am I going to take them to the church parking lot, put them in the van that they can see everything around them, and go into a parking lot and teach them how to drive in the parking lot? The reason successful people are successful is because they've had experiences to help them on that journey. They've had experiences. They've learned patterns. This is a big thing I learned from Tony Robbins, called the modeling patterns. If you can recognize patterns, you can recognize what's coming. You can see what's coming. The number one thing that if I only had one thing in my businesses would be the ability to predict the future. How do you predict the future? You study the past. You see what's happened in the past. History repeats itself. Financial markets repeat themselves. Real estate repeats itself, over a period of time. And I study successful people and I learn from them and I recognize patterns. And then you just go do it. You just go do it. It doesn't matter if you succeed. It doesn't matter if you fail. If I told you, here's a coin and you got to get me 50 heads, and you flip it, and the first time you get a head and the second time you get a tail, well, you just failed half the time. I don't care. Nobody cares. All I care is you keep flipping that coin until you've got 50 of them. I don't care if it takes 100. On average, it'll take you 100 flips. You're going to lose half the time. I don't care. All I care is that you keep flipping. All I care about is that you simplify and multiply. You simplify and multiply. So are you doing the 7 steps? Are you doing the 7 habits? And as you're doing those 7 habits, what are the sub steps to that? Some of you are going, well, what do I need to do? Well, that's your checklist. Here's your checklist right here. So as you come back to the site, you're going to come over here and you're going to go through the checklist. You're going to come down here to where it's got your name, number 7. You're going to click on it, go down to number 12. Here's your detailed checklist. And you're literally going to go through courage and action things, small things that you've got to go do. You got to get off your butt. Learning is not earning. Doing is earning. I want you to go flip the coin. I want you to flip the coin, and it's okay to fail. You're supposed to fail. If you're teaching your kid how to walk and you picked him up and he took 1 step and then fell down, are you going to stop? No. Hey, the kid failed. I don't think this kid's a walker. No, you stand him up and you do it again and do it again and do it again. Some of the best baseball players in the world, they miss 7 out of 10 times. 7 out of 10 times. They're batting 300. They get on base 3 out of 10 times. They failed 7 of the times. But they're playing in Yankee Stadium. The guy who fails 8 out of 10 he's playing in minor leagues, but the guy who's made 7 out of 10, 3 out of 10, he failed 7 times out of 10. He's playing major league and making massive amount of money. Shooting a basketball. Most guys shooting a basketball, they miss it. They miss it. They only make like 1/3 of their shots. Oh, they failed 2/3 of the time. No, I don't care. You just got to shoot more shots and get better shots and increase that number. So that's what you got to do, guys. As you look at this, this is your roadmap. And bang, I did it. Did it. I filled out the money tracker. Bang, it did it. Okay. And you just go click mark complete and it shows it complete. Now, here's what's so cool. This is a brand new system we have here, but we go to the leaderboard, number 4. And then we can come down here and we can look at down here. Oh my gosh, here are the other students and how are they doing? So here's my 7-step summary. I'll click on it and you can click on here to update it, or you can start the other way. And here are the people right here of the people we just got started with. Guess what? We have 168 of you that are making more money. Got 136 of you that have started separating. 133 that are sharing. Oh, this is working. It's working. Okay. And that takes you down the path. You can come back here to the leaderboard, which is so cool. Ethan's just made this thing into just incredible. We can come down here to the leaderboard and here's the detailed checklist. And this is even wilder because it's going to take you And it's going to tell you how many steps you have done. So how many steps have you actually completed? Well, I've done 15 of the sub steps. I've done 12 of the sub steps, whatever it is. And you can see how other people do it. This is a brand new system that we have. And so that's why we're just getting started. We want you to participate in it. Okay. And you can click on that and go to there. You want to be successful, guys? Do what successful people do. Learning is part of it, but get off your butt and go do it. Don't sit around my campfire. I want you to go out on your own on and come back and show me what you did. That's what I want you to do. I want you to go drive the car. I want you to learn how to drive the car. I want you to have experiences. The people that are most successful have the most experiences, and they learn from those experiences. That's what I want you to do. That detailed checklist will help you with on your road for the different experiences. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make a difference, make it happen. Remember, every life is a miracle.